cheapest, least expensive, right? Least expensive probably means the cheapest also. The least, or maybe it's all expensive, but you know, you have to find which is the least expensive. Option is to rent an apartment or villa. Okay, comparative adjectives using much, a lot, far, okay, etc. Let's try and understand this now. Comparative, always two things, okay, two things, right? We can strengthen or emphasize a comparative adjective using words such as much. Okay, if it's countable, we say many. Uncountable, much. You all know that, right? Okay, so we can use much, a lot of, far, even or rather, or by using than, ever after the adjective. Okay, this can be a bit more mind-boggling, so you really have to focus. This food is delicious. This food is better. But when you say much better, see, that's the problem we have. Because it should be this food is better than the food we had yesterday. Why do we add much here? Why did we add much? I told you, don't use more better. But why much better? Accept it. That's the problem with the English language, alright? You cannot say more better. Because better itself is already more. Is that okay? But when we say much better, that means you are telling not only better, but better than better, but not the best. Can all of you follow? Can you understand? Yeah? That means you are telling the food I ate yesterday is better than the food today. You are just comparing two. Is that okay? But if you say the food I ate yesterday was much better than the food today, that means this food is not bad. It's also better, but much better means more than better. Is that okay? Clear now? Is that okay? Can you understand? All of you okay? Young man okay? Zubin okay? Can you follow?
Yes.
If you don't understand this one that I'm highlighting, please put up your hand. I'll explain one more time. Alright? Better means you know. Good, better, best. We know that. But when we say better, good, better, we cannot say more better. Not accepted, grammatically wrong. But you can say much better. That means it's between better and best. Much better. Can follow? Does really can understand? Really? Okay, explain to the class now. No, can understand now. Is that okay? Okay, Henry, okay? Okay, so if you're not sure, you don't understand, just put up your hand. I'll explain, alright? If you don't put up your hand, I hope that you understand. But this is very important. Because we cannot say more better, but we can say much better. More better grammatically wrong. Much better grammatically correct. But the meaning is slightly different. Is that okay now? Okay? Alright? This town is a lot more crowded. You see? A lot more crowded. It should be, this town is more crowded. It should be more crowded. But then to say more than more crowded, to say a lot more crowded. Exactly. Is that okay now? Can you understand? So please be careful. Maybe I change the color. Then maybe it's easier for you. Alright? This is what we must be careful of. That's the problem with the English language, you know. I'm sorry, that's how it is. I cannot have much. Right? This one. Okay, maybe much also I put it in red. Only in certain circumstances they are allowed. Generally they are not allowed. Is that okay now? Selena, okay? Alright? We've been busier than ever at work this last month or so. We've been busier. Okay, that's okay. That's not wrong. That's okay. That's busier. We are busier. Alright? We have been busier. That's okay. Nothing much to worry about here. Okay, I only worry when the better has a much, more has a lot. want to amplify busier, how can you say? That means busier, we know busy, busier, busiest. We know that. But just say it is more than busier, but not busiest. More than busier. What word can we add here? With the, help me? Up here. You say much busier, we mean much busier. Yeah, we can say that. That's not wrong. A lot busier. Have you seen this? It's not wrong. If you want to amplify it and say, we've been much busier, we've been a lot busier, that's not wrong. But you can also say, we've been far busier. We can say that. That's not wrong. Can we add that? We've been far busier than ever at work this last month or so. Far busier. That means it's not far. It means busier than busier, but not busiest. Is that okay? Okay, we can soften a comparative adjective using a little or a bit. Okay, we can soften. All these amplify, much, a lot, far, they amplify, they add meaning to the comparative. Now we can reduce meaning. We can reduce the meaning. Alright? That's why I say we can soften using a little or a bit. This is usually very informal. A bit is less formal. It's less formal. So again, it's still comparative. Alright? It's still comparative. But we can soften it. We reduce. Soften means we reduce the power. Alright? She feels a little more confident. Alright? She is, she's not very confident. But now she's a little more confident. Alright? Then we know. More confident and a little, that means it's not that she is more confident, just a little more confident. Because before this she was like a rat. She was like a mouse. Okay, but now she is a bit more confident. Is that okay now? Is that okay? So a little more confident is like this. Confident, more confident, most confident. Yes or no? So a little more confident is between confident and more confident. A little. Is that okay now? Can you understand? Alright? So must learn this also. Or she feels a bit more confident. A bit more confident, it will be less formal. It's almost informal already. Alright? So I want you to learn this also. Okay, alright. That's it. Done. Okay, alright. Comparative adjectives using them. Okay, let's try and understand this now. Using them. Okay. We use them. When we compare, of course, we use them, right? When we mention the second person or thing in the comparison, if the second person mentioned takes the form of a personal pronoun, we normally use the object form of the pronoun. Alright? Object form would be me, you, him, her, as, them. Right? I want you to understand this also. Object form. The pronoun would be me, him, you, them, her. Could you carry this? You're stronger than me. Not you're stronger than I. Why is it me? Because it's the object form of the pronoun. It's not the subject. You are stronger than me. You is the subject. Stronger is the adjective. Me is the object. So we use me. If you're at the door and you're knocking, okay? If you're knocking, then you say, who's there? I answer. Do I answer it's me or it's I? the proper answer is I or it's me. Why me? I'm just asking. I'm not saying you're wrong. Who's that? Who is that? Okay, who's that at the door? Alright? It is I or me. How many of you think it is I? I'm just checking. I want everybody to choose one. Put up your hand. I or me? Okay, I. How many of you? No. It's me. How many of you? Okay, all of you must put up your hand. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Airline cabin crew cannot be lazy. Put up your hand. Straight. 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 It's good for your body posture, you know. Laura, why like that? Okay, put down your hands. Why me? Why is I? Why is me? If subject means I, subject means I, object means me. So look at this sentence, it is me. What is the subject? Is the verb, you all know that, right? It, what is it? It is, it. What is it? What is it?
Subject.
It is object or subjective? It. Is it object or subjective?
Subject.
It.